All right, it's time to talk about conversions. All right, this is Anik Singhal here, CEO and founder of Learn, and I'm so glad you're here with us. Listen, we're going to talk about a very, very important topic, and I always joking. It's like, why is this in the traffic program? Because it's chicken or the egg, right? So you can go out and get millions and millions of visitors, but if you're not getting good conversions, there's no point. So personally, I think conversions has to be handled first. You create your funnel, you create your pages, and you throw a little bit of traffic at it. You test it. You make sure it's going well. Now, again, remember, one thing that we're going to talk about with conversions that you need to remember also is when you do your test of traffic, you got to test a few different places because not all traffic is the same, right? So just because one source of traffic doesn't do well doesn't mean that same page and same funnel wouldn't do well on another source of traffic. So I'm getting ahead of myself, but what I really wanted to do is just make sure you understand the importance of this. Now, inside of Learn Nation, we have some amazing programs for you to help you increase and learn how to get better conversions, okay? And I want you to really make this a major part of your journey, and I want you to put a lot of seriousness and thought into this. For example, there's a program called Copywriting Bootcamp. Okay, we'll talk about that in a little bit, but it's absolutely free. It's 100% free. If that's all you did, it will make you so much more money in your life. So go into Learn Nation right now, search for Copywriting Bootcamp, get involved, okay? Because conversions truly are the secret ingredient. Now, what is a conversion? Okay, so it's when a potential customer takes a specified action. So it doesn't have to mean a customer bought something. They could have signed up to an email list. They could have bought something. They could have filled out a form and become a lead. The bottom line is they did whatever it is that you want them to do on that page. They became a conversion. This is a very, very, very common word and terminology, especially if you're using Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, or any kind of ad platform. They do a lot of optimization of your ad by conversion. So you're going to hear the word conversion a bazillion times, and it does really drive the effectiveness of what you do as a marketer, okay? So we can't talk about traffic without first having thrown out the disclaimer that you've got to have good conversions, okay? So what's the importance of copywriting in the world of conversion? Well, look, the process of converting someone from where they are to whatever specified step you want them to take involves selling. Let me just get to something real quick, okay? A lot of people say, oh, selling? I don't want to sell. I hate selling. Listen, you're a salesman. Every single person on the planet on this planet Earth is a salesman. You're selling every day. Okay, at your job, you're selling yourself. At home, you're selling your ideas to your wife or your husband or your kids. You're always selling. So if you can really, truly master the art of copywriting, it is the number one skill you're going to need online, period. It applies to just about everything you do. Forget traffic. It applies to your success. I don't care if you have a bakery down the street, or if you have an online business, or if you're a network marketer, coach, consultant, email marketer, affiliate marketer, digital publisher. I don't care if you sell shoes. You need to understand the process of copywriting because that directly applies to sales. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story and I'm going to give you some advice on what to do, okay? So first and foremost, Copywriting Academy is one of our most amazing programs that students love. So it's inside of Learn Nation. There is a cost to it. If you want to take the free, kind of the prequel to it, then take Copywriting Bootcamp. Copywriting is where I was officially trained. As of the day I'm filming this 15 years ago, when I decided to become an online marketer to start my own business when I was in college, the best advice I ever got from my mentor at that time, who was not my mentor but became my mentor, was, kid, every successful business person must be able to sell through the art of the written word. Let me repeat that statement. Every successful business person must be able to sell through the art of the written word. Never made any sense to me at that time, but after having sold over $150 million worth of products on the internet, I can tell you right now, it is by far the number one skill that you need to master. So the importance of copywriting is that the process of copywriting delivers the exact message and value that your prospect needs to become a conversion. If you have an issue with conversions, if someone is landing on your page and not enough of them are giving you their email address, let's say you have a 10% conversion on your opt-in page, you have a problem. The problem is simple, right? People are landing on your page. You have one of two problems. One is that people are landing on your page and whatever words you've used on that page are not convincing them that you have their solution. It's not making them want to give you their email address. That's a copywriting problem. Or you're getting your traffic from a completely unqualified source. The person's getting there, They never wanted it to begin with. There's nothing you could have told them. That's like trying to sell a pickup truck to someone looking to buy a sports car. I mean, it can be as cool as it wants. They weren't looking for that anyways. There's no chance. No words are going to make that sale happen. So let me actually take a break here real quick. And what we're going to do is we're just going to pull up my whiteboard here and let's talk about copywriting. So what I'm going to give you is one is our Copywriting Bootcamp. This is absolutely free. I cannot stress enough that you need to do this program because it will revolve and evolve the way you are as a business person. And then we also have our Copywriting Academy, and this program does have a cost attached to it, but it'll be the best investment you ever make in the world of business, okay? What we do is we teach you how to master 5 steps to creating conversions, whatever it is, buyer, lead, it doesn't matter. We also talk about funnels in these, and so funnels become very, very pivotal part of conversion. We'll talk about that in a second. But basically the 5 steps that you're going to learn and master in these programs are the following. And this is literally the psychology of how you take someone who visits your website to become a conversion. We have what we call an introduction. The introduction is very simple. It answers the question of what's in it for me. What's in it for me? Why am I here? Why should I even read this page or watch this video? The second is the story. Now, this is one of the most pivotal points because everyone does this wrong. You think story, I think you're asking you to tell people your story. I'm not. Again, you got to go check out either the bootcamp or the academy, and we get into detail in this. This is a pivotal part of the sales process. Then we have content, the meat. What are you going to give me? Prove to me that you are better than what I already have. Prove to me that you have something of value to me. Okay? This is where what we focus on is building your credibility, but we do it not by just telling them how awesome you are. We prove it to them. Number 4 is transition, and that is why are you selling to me? Tell me why you need money. And then, of course, the 5th is the pitch, where we build direct value. Now, even on something as small as a lead capture page, all of these 5 steps are never violated, although they're just done much quicker, okay? So it doesn't matter that this is the process that you need to master. If you're going to get good conversions, copywriting is a must, and those are the 5 steps to copywriting, all right? So let's go back to our presentation here. So conversions are in the details. There's a lot of factors that go into conversion, right? So for example, do you have something that catches someone's eye as soon as they reach your page? That's the introduction I was talking about, step 1 of the 5 steps. Do you quickly get to the point? So let's say you're online and you're looking for a new remote control. I'm making something up here, okay? And you click a link and you land up on a web page and it says brand new TV remote, voice command, 50% off, only 25 left. That might get your attention, right? But what if it also said brand new technology, new TV remote, revolutionizes the industry, 50% off, voted number 1 remote by CNET. And as you get more specific, you can put things out that catch people's attention. Okay, so that's a big part of it. The other big part of it is creating an effective funnel. Now, funnels is a whole nother business. It's a whole nother, we'd have to spend days making you a master of funnels. But the reason funnels are important, I'll give you an example. I think on the next couple of slides here, you'll see an actual example of why funnels are so pivotal. And then, of course, the last step is, can you build enough value to get someone to actually take steps? So conversions are in the details. It's in the psychology. It's in those 5 steps that I went over with you. And a common problem that happens all the time on the internet is people build it, people come, but they don't buy or they don't opt in. There used to be this whole way of thinking, right, where it was like, build it and they will come. I don't know where that phrase comes from, but it is totally not true. But the problem is you can build it and you can force people to come, right? But then they don't buy. So imagine building a store and you create the sexiest outside, the banners and the door and the grand opening, and people come in and you're selling nuts and bolts and wires and thread. People come in like, what the heck is this? I don't want any of this. And then they walk back out. So you're not really giving them what they want. You're not really solving the problem. The problem with this is that you don't know what you're selling. You don't know what the people want. So there's a lack of market research, not being able to convert people, et cetera, et cetera. Pretty cliche stuff here. You might be thinking, Anik, really, that's all you got? But honestly, think about it. At the core, at the psychology, it's a very simple problem. If you have a website, people are coming to it, and they aren't taking enough action, You're either offering them something they do not want, or the words that you are using to describe it is simply just not convincing them. That means you are not solving the problem that they came to your website looking for. You need to change the words or change the product. Okay, let's talk about how conversion rates make a big difference. So if you have a $10 product, you get 1,000 visitors. At a 1% conversion rate, you'll get 100 sales and you make $1,000. Okay, so imagine this. Okay, same amount of traffic. I'm not changing anything. So let's say I'm buying this traffic from Facebook. $10 product, 1,000 visitors, 1% conversion rate, I make $1,000. Now, if I can just improve the conversions on my page and apply the proper copywriting formula at a 5% conversion rate, I would immediately make 5x the amount of money. I'd make $5,000 in sales on the same 1,000 visitors. I still paid Facebook the same amount of money to get those visitors, but I'm making 5x the sales because I took time to understand conversions. Now, here's the deal. That sounds obvious, right? You increase your conversions by 5x, you make 5x the money. Let me show you how that is not true. As soon as we bring the aspect of funnels into the play, you will see exactly why conversion is so freaking important. So let's just take the same example, okay? 1,000 people go to a website that has a 1% conversion. That means 100 people buy a product at $10, hence creating $1,000. But what we didn't discuss is what if you have a funnel? That means you may have an upsell here, and let's just say the upsell, is $200. And let's say your conversion rate for the upsell is, say 20%. So now what you've done is you had 100 sales times 20%, so times 100 sales that you originally had here, would equal 20 sales at $200, right? So that ends up equaling a good $4,000. So in the end, my conversion here is I create a $5,000 funnel because I made $1,000 from the front product and then I made $4,000 from the back product, the upsell product. But check this out, okay? So now look at what happens. We take the same thing and we increase the conversion to 5%. You know what? Yeah, we'll leave it 5% for now, but I have a point I'll make, and I'll make it in a second. So now all of a sudden, we have sold what? 1,000 visitors. What did I do wrong here, by the way? I did something wrong. There's some math that's not right here. Because 1,000 times 1%. Yep, sorry. I think the math on the PowerPoint was not right. Bam! You guys must be watching this thinking Onyx crazy. All right, never mind. Made a mistake. All right, guys. It happens. So all these numbers change. Let's just change up all of these numbers. The point I'm trying to make will still stay very solid. So the numbers on the PowerPoint were incorrect, and that is embarrassing, but that is completely solvable. As you guys can tell, you don't have to do perfect training to make good training. So I'm doing that right now for you guys. Okay, so we actually ended up selling 10 if it's 1%. 1% of that is 10. 10 at $10 means we made $100, right? $100, and 20% we would convert 2 people because it would be 20% times 10. That would be 2 people. So now I would make 200 times 2, which is $400. Essentially, I will have made $500, right? So I would have made the $100 up here plus the $400 in upsells. Total $500. So I started at 1,000 people. It turned into $500. If you divide the two, that means I made 50 cents per visitor. All right, you can rewind this and watch it again. Sorry to create the confusion. Now, common sense says if I do 5% times 1,000, I will get 50 sales of a $10 product, which would lead to $500 in sales. Yes? So what we see here is a 5x increase, whatever that's the same increase as what we saw here. But look at how funnels make a massive impact, okay? Look at, so the word here that we're focusing on and why conversions are so important is funnels. Now, I take people to my upsell, right? So it's the same upsell, $200. The conversion is the same, 20%. But now it's of 50 sales, not 10, 50. Well, 20% of 50 is going to be 10. So I end up making 10 times $200. That is $2,000. So actually what I'm making now is $500 plus $2,000. So I'm making $2,500 here. Guys, it's a massive difference to be doing $2.50 per visitor than it is to be doing 50 cents per visitor. Because of the fact that this little 5x increase, but look at the deep impact that 5x increase has. It could be the difference maker of your entire funnel. It could mean that you can buy ads or not buy ads. So this is where we were wrong. The data was wrong. All right. So the keys to conversion I put in front of you. But in addition to the copywriting guys here, putting the right message in front of the right people, ideal customer avatar, you've got to really understand the person coming to your site and what their problem is. What exactly are they trying to solve, and how is it that you're solving it? So you got to catch their attention, have a strong call to action, and make sure there's a funnel behind it so that you can get a deeper impact of the increase in conversions. And then, of course, you continue to refine, you continue to improve and tweak. Results are never all black or white. And remember one thing, not all sources of traffic are equal. You could actually have one page that does way better with Facebook and have this a different page do way better with affiliates. So conversions, that's why it's something that's really deep that you need to learn a lot more about. And that's why we created the Copywriting Bootcamp and the Copywriting Academy. Okay, so understand your goals, get very clear on what your goals are. Is it really just about building a following? Are you really trying to build more leads? Are you trying to sell more products? Do you want more low ticket, high ticket? In the end, guys, I mean, more conversions is better. I've never seen a business where someone says, I'm looking for less conversions. But the entire campaign doesn't just involve a conversion of one page. It also involves your funnel and all of that. The impact is super deep. But you always have to start the core question of what the heck is the person who's coming to my website want? And am I adequately getting them enough information about my promise or my solution to get them to take a decision to move forward with what it is I want them to do? All right, this is Onyx Gal reminding you, when life pushes you, stand straight, smile, and push it the heck back. Continue to go through this amazing program. And remember, get into the Learn Nation. There's a lot of other amazing programs for you, especially around conversion. Learn it, master it. It will make you millions of dollars. I'll talk to you soon.